Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to work on the last part of the page I'm doing in here, the Disney Dreams Collection Thomas Kinkade Studio coloring book. And we're going to work on the bottom half of the page here. Last time we did a little bit of work here along with all the water. So, bottom part, last part, hopefully. We had started working on it and I gosh darn can't even remember what colors I used, to be perfectly honest. Little things happened in between working on this page and today, so brain's kind of in a fog area. We're going to add a few more darkness to the blue water down here. I'm going to bring in some of the dark indigo and darken up some of this portions of the water. And then I'll just pick up some more brown colors and color in the dirt. And then we'll get all this greenery done here and some gray in these rocks. And then we should be done, hopefully. So I'm going to get the camera down so we can just focus on the area that we're doing. And get some of this finished here. Hopefully I'll get it finished. I'd better get it finished. Getting to the point of this is what, part 8. I really would like to have it done. But I will probably still touch it up here and there while I'm playing around with it. So we're just bringing in the dark indigo and darkening up some of these areas here. Underneath the dirt or sand or whatever you want to call this stuff. Where it comes up to the land part. Kind of play around with it, whether you like it on the bottom half or on the top half. These are rocks. This must be grass then. Oh, we're going to color over that grass a little bit. And then just lightly bring it down into the light color. So how are you all doing? I believe this is the last trip I'm making over to my mother-in-law's house for a little bit. Been working over there. And then I believe I'll know a little bit more Monday. They're going to be removing a couple of the floors. If you're not following this whole ordeal, my mother-in-law's laundry room got flooded and we've been over helping her out with the cleanup mess and all that kind of stuff. It flooded out the laundry room. The bathroom that's next to it went down the vents into the ductwork and flooded the basement area. And then, you know, because the ductwork goes all over the house, it went into the garage. So she has 3-car garage. We had to get everything out of there too, so it's been a busy time. And then of course they had to bring in a team too. Her house, as its age, could also have asbestos in the flooring and the walls and whatever, ceilings, that kind of stuff. And yes, it tested positive for that. So Monday the people will be coming to check that out and see what time they can come in and tear that all up. And then I will be having my mother-in-law come and spend time with us. So that's always fun. This one is the light phthalo blue. And we're just gonna run that over those colors too. Blend it in nicer. Get a little bit different coloration in there. I guess that's that one. There should be some blue up here. So this little squiggle, make sure the eraser's clean, should be blue instead of brown. So we'll stick some blue in there. Any other? We got the 3 dots over here. Sometimes it's just a little hard to find all the little pieces that we need from the watercolor to the my side. So it's hard for me to find them. Okay, what do we got here? Raw umber. It's probably the color I was using. So we're going to see. We can color over the grass, because we'll probably be putting it in with the Posca. Just make it dark on the bottom and bring that up. I suppose that's blue. Rocks. This I suppose is that little dot. So this one should be blue too. It's got a little blue in there, but we can't see it very good. It was that light phthalo blue I was using, so we'll just darken that up. Okay, go back to the brown that I'm putting in here. And there's a swiggle here. Okay. And this area up here has to be darker. Grass, rocks. Okay, just like that. Kind of bleed over into the blue if you want. This land is kind of, we've got these sharp round corners and we kind of would like that to go in there a little bit, the sand going down. So I'm just going to cover up some of that. Add that in here. And the rest of that is green. Just going to throw a little bit of brown in there. There we go. I'm going to throw some dark brown in some areas here. We're going to kind of make it a little sketchier. This place over here has got like these nice dark blobs that come down. Some dark down in this area. So we can kind of rain these little round lines into more of a squishy line. So we're going to darken that. Pull some out. Okay. Make that a little flatter. We'll take a little black in there too. So you're going to switch between those colors. Kind of blend out the black line that's there. So something in that line. So between the black and our walnut, we'll get a nice edge on that. Let's see what a little brown Posca will do here. Maybe we'll bring that down in here. See if this works any better than that other way of doing it. Dab that in, then go back over it. Give it a little rocky texture. So I'm going to put some of that in there and bring it up. Yeah, that might work a little easier on me. We'll still darken the edges there. See, we'll do some up here. Okay. I want to wipe that off my hand before I touch the page. Then we'll still, let's see, we had a dry section here. So I'll go in the black in here. And turn the book a little bit. Bring in the walnut. Okay, this whole section needs to be dark, so we're just going to go in with the walnut here. Darken that up. Go a rounded corner. That comes up to here. We'll get a few blades of grass in there when we do. Pull that line up. Okay, we're going to go in with a little bit of a dark sepia now. Going to go over that blue too. Just adding in some landmarks. So it's really dark in this area, and you come up and you get some of this darkness underneath the green, and then up here further. Oh, it's hard to figure out where underneath the green is because I don't have any green over here yet. Just kind of the fake greenery that I have. So I'm going to darken that up and bring some of that down. Okay, then we go back in with brown ochre. A little more pressure on that. Somewhere in there is a light spot, so we're going to leave that. Okay. I think I'll just do this little portion here, then I'll finish the rest of that off, and I'll show you how I do these grassy areas, because this seems to be taking a little more time than I thought it would. Of course, it always does, but you know, that's the way it goes. I'm going to put a little more black under here. Could go in with a little bit of the walnut. And we'll go in with a tiny bit of burnt sienna. And then back in with the brown ochre. Can't forget our shadow we had going here. go. So basically that, then we'll go in with a eraser as soon as I get the tip out. It needs to be a little bigger. Come on, little guy. Out. Okay. And they have like little highlights over here, like a little one here, here, a couple up here. So it's like little dots. And we're gonna throw a few of those in there. I assume they're highlights. I'm not going to leave them bright white like he did, but we'll add a few in there and then just go over them really lightly with a bit of raw umber just to give them some color, very lightly. Maybe one a little darker than the other, and then we'll get those little highlights. Let's do a rock here. We have some gray tones up on this side. So we're going to take the darkest gray here is cold gray 6. We're going to darken up the bottom of the rock. Make it a rock. Make this one the one behind it. We have a rock up here. And a big rock over on this side. Any other rocks? Just 3? 4. Okay, 1. Okay. Next color is the cool gray 5. Just touch those up with that. Then 3. We can highlight that rock a little bit. We're going to put in the last one, which is number 2, and just sketch it across there in some spots. It's a real light color. Okay, and then if they need highlights or any other marks, we'll just go in there. Pull out some of that blue, give them a little shadow here and there, highlight, make it look a little more like a rock. Okay, then we're going to go in and do the green section over here. So pull out some green stuff, just some green stuff. We need a bright area. So they have bright green and then shadows into the darker green areas. So we're just going to make sure we get our light green areas in here. This is the cadmium yellow lemon. So there's somewhere in here. I'm not real particular about it for reasons that they did watercolor and I'm not. A little bit up here, and I'm also going to bring in, yeah, we're going to have to erase a little bit of this. Get some green in there. There we go. Okay, and then in here. All right, we're going to go in with the next color, some lightness here. I don't know. We're going to try light green and add in a little bit of shadowing in here. Right now I'm just laying down color. I will be putting in the grass with the Poscas, but I want an undercoating of color in here. This comes down into a darker color. Goes around in here, comes down in here, goes across in patches over here, up here. Okay, next darker color, May green. I'm going to start with some of these lines that go up, like the grass. Okay, I'm going to bring in some chrome green opaque and do the same thing, darkening areas. Okay, I want to keep that a little light up there. There's a little dark bit that comes up through there, down into here. I'm gonna just try to shove all those over a little bit. Okay, darken here, we'll darken in this one. This one's dark down in here. It's a round corner. And we'll just throw some grass in here. And over here. Okay, get our Posca. And I'm trying to debate. This is supposed to be a little bit of brown in here, so we're going to throw some brown right in that area. Brown coming up into here. Shadow. Okay. We have two shades of green. I don't know if they've got names. Let me see. This one's green. This one's light green. So we're going to put the light green down, pulling it up into the grass area up here so we can get rid of some of these lines. I'm going to keep these lines here a little smaller than we did up above. Kind of going over the black, keeping them that size. Okay, then we're going to go in with the darker green. Let that dry, then we'll go back in with some pencils. Oh, sorry, we're dry now. We're going to take our dark pencil, sharpen it, and also the sepia that we had in here, and black. Light shade of green. And I think I had another shade of dark green, pine green. We'll throw some of that in there. I'll have to be sharp because we are going to be coloring tiny little blades in between the Posca that we put down. Okay, this is the pine green. Switch it up between the two greens. I want to keep our darker green down in this area too. Bring in the light green. I think we'll bring in this one. Light green. We'll bring in light green, and I guess what's named light green. Okay, we're just going to lightly bring that up into this area. Take a little of the dark sepia And we have that dark line that we want to keep dark, so we're going to bring some of that in there. Up and down, and help it look like a darker grass in this area here too. And then lightly shade it in. We're going to make that just a straighter line. Like, I'm not doing very good there. Okay, darken it up. This corner is going to be dark too, like the other one. Okay, back in with the green. Okay, and then we will get another green. Whatever this one is. May green. Did I already bring out the May green? We're just going to turn it. Make some dark lines in here. And then, don't like that color. What color are you? We like you. This one is pale mint in the Derwent Color Soft. And I'm going to pull some of that in there. Oops. Boom. Do. Bring that right into the brown. Throw some of that over here too. Okay. I'm going to bring in some the drawing browns, Derwent Color Soft browns. So I have like pale brown, brown, dark brown, and cream. And I thought that might help me out here on these areas. I'll throw in a little cream in here. Up in here, where we're going to blend in with the greens. Okay, then we'll bring in a little bit of the pale brown first. Like right under those. Pieces of greenery. Get a ground to stand on. Okay. Bring in a little brown, a little darker. Get around his knee. We don't want to color him up anymore. Then we'll bring in some dark brown. Sorry. Put some of that underneath the rock, little places here and there. Could make it a little bumpier than the other side, but I'm liking it, so that's the way it's going to be done. I have black in this color. Low black. Can add some black edges down in here. Okay, do we have, ooh, we might, let's see, which one are you? I'm going to throw a little dark terracotta in here because I put some red in there and I think this would be a nice color. Just touch some of that in there. Dark right under there. Okay, back in with the cream that I had. Blending all those together. Oh boy. Gonna throw a few more little greeneries in here. This is the light green. this side. Okay. Get the darker color out. Do the exact same thing. Put it wherever you want it. Then we're going to go back over it with the light color. If you want, you can also throw in a little yellow in the lightest spots. Go over that a little bit with the light green too. The light green. And I'm going to go over where it's drier, so I'll stick my hand in it. Wait for all that to dry, and then we're going to go back over with a little bit of the brown just to touch up the bottoms. And I want the lighter brown, the pale brown. So we're just going to go in and lightly touch up the bottom of the grass. Blend it if you want to. Didn't get any green in that one, did I? I want a little variation here. anyway. I'll just lightly touch them up. Okay, up here. Okay, then we're going to throw a little green in here. Let's see what we have. I have some earth green. All right. A gold green, if I can find it. Green gold. And then we'll bring in the sepia just to darken up the corners again. We're just going to go over all these colors with all of this just to tone it down. So we want this corner dark. few extra shadows. And then I'm just going to blend that all with my finger. Get all those colors to mingle. And if we need to bring in somewhere here on my desk, there it is, the Caran d'Ache blender. If there's any spots that you see, some whiteness or something, you want to blend that a little bit better, just bring that in, blend it around. Try not to disrupt your Posca that you worked on so hard, because we don't want to do that. And just blend it up in some areas. Leave some of it speckled if you want, because it is pencil work after all. Okay, we need to add in his shadow under his leg here. I do have a teeny bit of shadow here that, he's supposed to have. I don't really want to put shadows under everything, but he is standing on ground, and I have to put a tiny bit of a shadow here. So in with that, the dark sepia again, and it's just kind of in this blocked area where he's shadowed. So I'm going to turn the book a little bit, and we're going to just go in here with this and bring out a shadow line very softly. Kind of in that area here. We're going to use that blender stick and blend that up a little bit. And that gives us his shadow line coming down. These guys' shadows are in the water. And I don't know if I should get that just a bit darker back here. Gonna take some of that sepia and shadow that up here too. Just in the background there. Bring that shadow down into the water. Just pressing it lightly here around Pooh Bear. Get that shoreline a little bit more. Okay. I think that looks all right. I'm going to pull it up and let you see the two pages together. And there we go. I'm going to call that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know it's been a long journey here, but we're done. I'll leave a picture at the end of the video where it doesn't have all the lights shining on it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next ones. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Take care, everyone. Bye now.